But this is not the easy thing you have to watch it. You have to listen to it. You have to make your own interpretation.
There is a direction they pull you in.
Ah!
Filibuster.
Filibuster. Hey everybody, my name's Mike and this is John. This is Filibuster.
Yo. Whoops.
There were no survivors.
There were
no. Hey John, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah? So good?
Yeah, no,
so good?
I'm good. It's been a week, but I'm good.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm fine. It's been a week here too, man. I started the job again, so my legs feel like I just had like 3 leg days in a row.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do some jump squats after this.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, bud.
I actually did some this morning.
Did you?
Yes, they suck. If you're at home or if you want to get in shape quick, do jump squats. They'll get you in shape real quick. All right. Just do jump squats. You don't even have to do a full burpee or bodybuilders, whatever they're officially called where you're from, whoever's listening. Yeah, just jump squats. All right.
Get up every day.
Great cardio, great leg workout. Trust me, it'll work.
And our fans will be the sexiest fans.
We will have the buffest fan base. Or the slimmest. I don't know. Depends. I guess.
Look good either way. They'll be healthy.
Depends on your diet and all that. Anyways.
We'll talk about that in another episode.
The movie we are talking about today
is Synecdoche, New York.
So that's how you say the word, Synecdoche.
Synecdoche.
Okay.
Synecdoche, if you want to know what that means. It's actually...
I have looked up the meaning.
I subscribe to a word a day, and I've known this movie for fucking over 10 years now. I love this movie. I've seen it probably upwards of 20 times. But Synecdoche means, a part of something that represents the whole.
Yes.
And I saw it on one of my word today, and I was like, oh!
Yep.
Well, shit. Let's do this for a filibuster.
Use it in a sentence. Hey, man, check out my new wheels.
Yeah.
Means, hey, check out my whole car.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean literally look at the wheels.
Yeah, exactly. That's the good. I think actually I pulled one of similar.
That's the official. I think that's the.
Do they have that up there?
Yeah, that was the example that I saw when I looked it up on Google.
I know my word a day had something else, but I forget what it was.
Synecdoche, New York.
Synecdoche, New York is a 2008 American postmodern drama film written and directed by Charlie Kaufman, the great Charlie Kaufman, in his directorial debut. First movie he directed, which is pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, this movie's starring Philip Seymour Hoffman, Samantha Morton, Michelle Williams, Catherine Keener, Emily Watson, the great Emily Watson, Diane Wiest, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Hope Davis, and Tom Noonan. I mean, the great Philip Seymour Hoffman, too, because...
Yes, late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman, who passed away tragically while doing drugs.
He has been... I know I said this last week about, Leo and fucking Bradley Pitts, but Philip Seymour Hoffman has been my top favorite actor since I saw this movie.
I mean, all the works that I have seen him in, I mean, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal actor. Unfortunately, he had some problems.
All the greats do, man. It's such a bummer.
I know. Unfortunately, he had some problems, and his solution was not a healthy one.
It was a bummer with him too, because he's one of those actors you could tell had more to come. He had more to give.
Absolutely.
He was kind of almost just wrapping up.
Yeah, because he died right before the release of Mockingjay Part 2, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they had to do a little CGI.
Yeah, they had to do some fancy work.
Yeah.
To make it work. I don't know. I didn't see anything awkward about that watching the film.
They did a good job. So it wasn't Star Wars, so good on them.
Yeah. Yeah, with Rogue One.
Dude, it's so annoying. But yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman is in this movie. And it's I guess I'll ask the first question. First impressions. Did you like it? John, what did you think about this movie? Because you watched it this morning?
Yes, I watched it this morning. It is fresh in my mind.
Wonderful.
For the most part.
As much as it can be with a movie like this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna level with you. I was about halfway through this movie.
Okay.
I paused it because I was taking notes.
Okay.
And when I saw how long the movie was, I had this sense of dread of like, oh no, I have to watch an hour and a half more of this.
Yeah.
I didn't like this movie.
Okay.
I did not like this film.
Well, we're gonna have some heated conversations then today. I'm excited. So why? I guess again, coming into it, you said sense of dread. What do you mean? Like, was it like a chore? Like, what do you think?
It was a chore. It was a chore.
Ways?
I ended up on my phone quite a few times throughout this film.
Okay.
Which resulted in me having to like rewind, like to re-listen to this line or that line if at all it explained anything that was going on. Most of the time, actually, okay, all right. Let me just read my notes in order.
Okay, yeah.
And this explains my experience.
I wish we had like a graphic to put up. John, note time.
Yeah, I know.
Wah, wah, wah.
And like, don't get me wrong. Me saying this, I'm not saying that if you do enjoy this film, that how dare you or anything like that. I'm not saying this film deserves to be hated. Just for me personally, I just really hated watching this film.
Okay.
I did not enjoy myself. Okay. So Synecdoche, New York. Rip Philip Seymour Hoffman. Because of course, like
great man.
The movie starts, he's the first person you see.
Yeah.
Or damn, can't answer a phone. Jesus, this guy is already starting low. Because very beginning. Everything feels super tense. Just between him and the wife, like
tense.
Well, even just those first like 10, 15 minutes, just between the family, everything just feels really tense. This is just this guy's life on fast forward, kinda, or like spark noting through the last half of his life. What is happening? Why is the house on fire? What? I'm so confused, and I just don't give a shit anymore.
All right.
And those are my notes.
That's. I don't think that wasn't that long.
Those were literally my notes.
You kind of acted like Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in this. Just whip right there. Let me see here. Well, you know what, John? I'll tell you what I thought about the movie.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
This is up there with my favorite movies. I think this is one of my top favorite movies. If like top 5, top 3 maybe.
Oh wow.
This movie, the soundtrack, the writing, the fucking humor is hilarious to me. I love the deadpan. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman's intense character. I love him feeling alone.
Yeah.
It's a chore to watch. I'll say it. Like, it's not an easy movie to watch.
Oh yeah.
But when I sit down and watch this movie, it flies by in the best way for me. I'm cracking up. I'm crying. I am doing everything.
Where are you? When do you laugh? Where are you laughing? I'm trying to. I know that there were a couple moments where it was like, yeah, there is some humor there.
He's like, do you like the therapist is like, do you feel bad about that? And he's like, yes. He's like, good. And then it just cuts, and then you have another scene where, well, the fire is like the best thing ever because she's like going into this house, and it's literally all on fire.
Yeah,
and
with the realtor
showing her around. It's like, well, I'm 38 or whatever, or 48, and
39.
Was that it?
I think it was 39.
It was somewhere on a brink of something.
It was in the 30s. Okay. I know that, but anyways.
And she's like, yeah, I'm just, I'm really not. I'm nervous to buy a house, and especially with the fire.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's the funniest shit ever, because it's saying, same with Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, and same with her, Hazel and Caden, I think. Yeah. And they're both, like, they spend their lives dying. And, like, that is, the second he's in there, he's like, I'm dying. He gets hit by that thing in the head, the faucet, when he's shaving.
Yeah.
And then he thinks he's dying. And he thinks he's dying. And his entire life is spent dying. And her entire life is, like, literally spent in a burning home. And, like, I love how that is so on the nose, Charlie Kaufman bizarre.
Yeah.
But it's so great to see that they don't notice the little things. The movie flies by. He doesn't remember where he's at because he's always living as if he was dying. He's not in the Tim McGraw way. Not in a good way. He's like literally always going to be dead because he's always nervous about it and he can't actually enjoy life. And seeing that physically in a burning home is fucking first of all, it's hilarious. Second of all, it's fucking tragic, and it's beautifully done. And the fact that she's like, spoilers, at the end she dies, and the paramedic's like, I think it might be smoke inhalation, and that was after like 50 years in this house. And I just like, I'm cracking up, dude. It's so fucking bizarre. This guy, Charlie Kaufman, he did movies like Being John Malkovich. He did Punch Drunk Love. Yeah. He did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Not directed.
That's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that movie.
So this surreal kind of storytelling is his kind of bag. And I think these jokes, these deadpan jokes in this movie are like the funniest shit. They're so funny to me. I'm like, and especially like the doctors who just like look at him like, you know, like he's an idiot. And it's just like, man, it's just like the guy's like, he just keeps saying something like, no. He's like, what do you mean? Like, no this or no that? He's like, no.
Oh, that's no. Am I dying?
No.
I can't tell you that. You can't tell me that because you can't tell me that, or you can't. No.
I just laughed so hard at this movie, dude.
Man, I didn't laugh once in this film.
So weird.
I did not laugh a single time.
Do you
actually even Miranda? She came down about halfway through the film.
Oh, that's a weird time to come in.
And she was busy doing her own thing. Mm-hmm. But even she could see it on my face of just like, this is really difficult for you, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, it is. I really wish this film would end now. I think at one point I even said, when he gets that like earpiece. And he's being directed like what to do and all that. I was like, it would really be okay if out of the blue, out of just fucking nowhere, a SWAT team just barrages in and like guns him down and then credits. Like, I'd be okay if the movie ended like that, because honestly, I don't really get why
I feel like
this is all happening right now. Like, he does die though.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he does.
Maybe. I'll say maybe to that, because we don't even know what he's in. Is like, he's in the play? Is he in real life? Is he in the third play? Is he in the fourth play? Is he in the fifth play?
I mean, I saw this as like, the whole time I just had the feeling of like, this guy is literally about to die and his whole life is flashing before it, but it's like all distorted and stuff, you know? So like the moment when he's talking and it like cuts him off and the lady says die, and then the movie immediately ends. But I think that was the moment where he actually died. Like,
is that
he's
he's
reliving his life, and then that's the moment where it actually happens.
Is that Caden, or is that Ellen, the housekeeper that he's playing?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
I don't
because
fucking
he's
care.
Literally playing a character.
I literally don't give a shit.
But that is the fine details of this movie that you have to get into to really appreciate and be like again, what's the point? What's the point? Synecdoche, a big part like that represents something bigger. You have this warehouse. You have a warehouse in New York that's hosting a play of New York, full scale. Yeah. The absurdity is just right on the top, and it's like for me, it's like just a warm bath. It's like, okay, thank you for the absurdity. Let it wash over me. I mean, okay. I'm not gonna look and be like, why is her house on fire? Why does this happen? Because the movie has strictly told me this doesn't make sense. I'm telling a story the way I'm going to tell a story, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Wolfwalkers in the sense that I'm going to give you a world and live in it.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the absurdity in that sense, you know?
It's like I don't know. It's I guess it just comes down to the fact that like I don't want to say right from the get-go, but at no point did I really start to like relate or feel bad for Caden. At no point did I. I was just like, I don't know. You just seem kind of like a piece of shit.
Yeah, he kind of was.
So like, why do I even care about watching this film right now? Why do I care? Why do I give a shit?
Like Doctor Strange?
Never actually seen it.
Okay, because Arya has the same issue. She's like, I can't watch a movie where I can't root for the lead guy. Do you have that kind of thing where it's like, if the lead character is kind of an asshole, it's like, why even give it the time of day?
Well, that's the thing though. It doesn't really. Yes, I can root for the main character if the main character is an asshole. If they actually like give legit reason as to why they're an asshole. I never got like an actual reason as to why this guy's an asshole.
I think he's selfish. I don't know. I think it's selfish in the way.
I didn't get that at all because he like gave a shit about his daughter.
But did he?
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, he did, but when he was with her, he didn't really pay attention to her.
Except the parts where he did.
Kind of.
Yeah, but he still did.
Like, didn't really like.
Sure. Well, did the mom pay more attention? Yeah, I would agree. But he still cared.
I mean, that's the thing. He cared, but a selfish person can still care for someone else. But are they caring for them more or them more? He's caring for himself more throughout pretty much the entire movie until the end.
No, I understand that.
So it's like.
But it's like, I don't know. He took the time to like send her gifts. He took the time to try to go see her when he saw that she was tattooed.
Oh, totally.
Like he clearly showed that he cared and he had intent of trying to do something about that. But I don't know. Just didn't give a shit.
Didn't care about him?
I just did not give a shit about him.
Ease of watching. Was it a blockbuster or an art house film?
This is clearly an art house film. All right. This is clearly art house because it's very wonky with just everything that happens, and the especially when it gets to like the last third of the film, and it's like he casts. He's working with someone who's playing him, and then they get like that trifecta of like relationship people in there, and then like then you quickly realize that, oh, those three people have hired other people to play them playing. It's like this overlapping duplicate thing going on.
Because you see at the very end where like, this is the second warehouse, and then underneath that is another one. And another one,
exactly. It goes in.
Yeah. So, yes, it gets very, very bizarre.
It just, Like I said, it got to the point where I just didn't really give a shit at all. Where I'm like, I don't really understand what's going on other than like this guy's dying and he's letting the world pass him by and he just doesn't seem to care. But okay.
I think he's clutching on to life so hard.
Well, I think he clutches at the last second.
You think?
That's what felt
movie.
like to me. But I don't know.
I think he's letting it go at the end, Because in the entire movie, he's literally always thinking about how he's going to die. Or I am dying because he's so scared of dying, and not being great,
Yeah.
He wants to be great. And he's, again, slowly dying because everyone's slowly dying.
Yeah.
And again, a very physical way for the filmmakers to show that he's, just like all of us, just slowly dying.
Yeah.
With actual, like, kind of symptoms and stuff that they showed. And it was just... Yeah, so I saw this person holding on to life as hard as he possibly can, and then towards the end he starts kind of living in these moments through someone literally directing him. But that's kind of what I saw. I don't know. Do you like? I'm not gonna say this kind of movie, but do you like more of the art house? Do you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I fucking love that film.
Right. That's going to be
fucking love that film
more
because
mainstream, right?
It is a little more mainstream, but it does get into that weird, confusing psyche, like psychological shit.
Right.
Where you do ask the question. If I had the opportunity to erase someone from my mind, like completely, would I do it?
Incredible.
Or would I fight to keep that person in my mind? All that stuff. Like, I don't know. I do enjoy those types of films. I don't know. For some reason, this one just did not grab my attention whatsoever.
This one's
every second, I just didn't care.
I had a buddy who showed me this movie. Actually, he worked, the film center off that little movie theater off Colfax right there, in like Josephine.
I've probably passed by it, but it doesn't. I'm not pulling up a picture in my mind at the moment.
Gotcha. So they're the place that actually like showed like Rubber when it was in theaters, and all those.
I enjoyed that film.
Rubber?
Rubber was pretty funny.
Well, there you go.
It was a goofy film.
There you go, everybody. But yeah, so
like teeth.
Fucking teeth, dude. But
anywho.
Yeah. So he used to work at this movie theater, my buddy, and Paul. Paul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used to. So we went to high school together, and he's like, watch this. This is like my favorite movie. I want to show you this movie. And I watched it, and I was like, you're right. This is not easy to just put on, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to really pay attention. And I actually started it, and I had to start it again first time I watched it. And I don't know. For some reason, I don't know what it is about the different kind of personalities here, but it's like I fucking soaked it up, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the characters? Anyone that stands out?
No, I kind of hated them all.
Really?
I hated every single character.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
They all just kind of sucked.
Like shitty people?
They were just all bad people.
They weren't great people.
all just sucked.
I like Hazel.
Hazel's
kind of cute.
I don't know. She had an agenda of trying to like get with a married man. It's pretty shitty of a person.
But no, he wasn't married at that point. I mean, he was, but she was gone for like a year.
Yeah, but he still was.
Wow.
He even said.
Yeah. But it's like believing. It's like believing she'll come back, and she like wouldn't come back.
Yeah, but still, like if a man says like, "No, I'm still married," like, but you're still gonna pursue that, like, yeah, you're kind of an ass, kind of a piece of shit for doing that.
I don't know. I thought she was cute.
I mean, well, you could be cute and have an abysmal personality. I think we've seen that with plenty of influencers online. You can be attractive, but be a complete dumpster of a human being.
Oh, golly. Let me see here.
So there weren't any characters that I really liked or cared about.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked Olive before she got shitty.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on a little kid.
She's so cute.
But then, like on her deathbed scene, that was so confusing. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
That was really like a kick in the balls.
I was so pissed during that.
You wanted some kind of redemption?
I just. I don't understand why that scene happened.
Okay.
I don't understand that scene.
I think you expected something from this movie, John. I think you expected moments to happen.
Well, of course you expect something from a movie.
But do you?
Yeah.
Or should you let it take you?
Well,
huh?
You should expect something from a movie when you watch it. Why else watch a movie?
For the adventure?
Yeah, you expect an adventure. What I watched was not an adventure.
You didn't think it was an adventure?
No, fuck no.
It was so fucking great.
Fuck no.
It was an adventure. It led you through.
I watched a movie and basically got nothing from it. That's what I watched.
You got nothing from this movie.
I basically got nothing other than like, okay, this guy he died. And he lived kind of a shitty life. That was it. That's pretty much all I got.
All right, well.
He got walked over. I mean, then again, it could be coming from his own mind that he got walked over by other people. Mm-hmm. But again, why do I even give a shit? Why do I give a shit about this guy?
I don't know, because we're doing Filibuster and
Update.
you had to watch the movie because I told you to.
Yeah. But it's again, I don't hate this film because I get that it's supposed to be very artsy fartsy and like, look at all these unique things.
So you thought it was pretentious.
You know? What's that?
Pretentious. You thought it was pretentious.
It felt that way, yeah.
Okay, so the critics were split from this movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Half of them thought very pretentious. So I think you're among that group.
I mean, overall, yes. Again, I'm saying that if you do like this film, good on you.
Right.
You know, like I don't want to come off as that person that's like, no, you can't enjoy this because I did not enjoy this. Therefore, you know, this should be, you know, thrown into the abyss.
I think you kind of have the same reaction to this movie as you did with Harry and the Hendersons. Like, you just don't give a fuck.
But to be fair, that's a movie. That's clearly like a kid's movie that you should like grow up with.
Right, but I'm saying like
this Synecdoche is not a movie you should grow up with. This is a fucking weird film to watch as like a 5-year-old.
Oh God, you'd be messed up. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, I guess I'll ask this now because I am curious. I know it's kind of the same thing, but how was the plot for you?
Was there a plot?
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you give me something? Tell me.
I've already told you everything that like came from this film for me personally.
I thought the plot was wonderful. I thought a man dealing with death is a wonderful idea, and trying to hold on to life and be something. Ta-da. Hallmark.
Okay. Yeah, that's I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately, I just don't give a shit about the dude.
he gets you, man. He gets you.
It just didn't it didn't grab me. Didn't grab me by the only time I actually like felt some sort of like sadness from this film.
Okay.
It was near the end of the movie when he like is really old. And I thought to myself, man, I hope I don't get old quick. You know? But that was because that was my own personal self-reflection of like me and my own future. It had nothing to do with him. Just seeing him old made me think like, oh man. But
the idea of the movie,
I didn't need the movie to do that. I could have just Googled old person.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think you could. I think the
about?
motif got you. I think it got you.
How?
Because the idea of life...
Please, Michael.
The life
convince me. Please, Michael.
Life passing you by being old. Like, you're not just thinking, oh, old sucks. You're thinking getting old.
Yeah, but he was getting old through the whole movie.
Yeah, and that's why it hurt you. That's why you felt sadness.
It only hit me one time.
Because you watched the whole movie.
So?
Because you got the sadness out of the movie.
I could have just looked up a picture of an old person and went,
very much doubt that. I very much doubt that.
And even then, it was like for 2 seconds.
So it got you.
Wow, for 2 seconds.
There we go. Movie got John.
A 2-hour movie got me for 2 seconds. Wow, what a hallmark.
Come
on, everybody. Perfect score, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck this.
So it got you. It got you. I'll say that. I'm really happy about that.
So was the point of this film supposed to make me sad?
I believe it could if you wanted to take it that way.
Oh, fuck you.
Come
Don't
on.
do that shit.
No, it could.
Don't do that shit. Every film has a purpose.
If you look at a piece of art,
has a purpose.
If you look at a piece of art, you interpret it differently. Is that correct? If you look at a hanging thing on the wall and you're like, say you're really happy that day, you might see the joy in that photo or that glorious piece of artwork. If you're in a glum mood, you're going to see a little darker. You're going to see the sadness come out of that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A painting or a drawing is way different than a full-fledged film that has lines and characters and all these different things.
Overall, it's a canvas. What he put on the canvas is all meaningful.
Sure, but it's way different. There's clearly a direction they're trying to pull you in.
Well, that's still art, and it's still going to be interpreted in your own way.
There's a direction they're trying to go. Okay.
Do you think so?
If he came out after this movie, if he came out after the premiere and was just like, how'd you guys like my comedy? Well, everybody would have been like, what?
Well, that's why he didn't say that.
Comedy? That's not...
It's up for interpretation. It's up to watch. And he's trusting his audience.
But it's clearly going a direction.
Do you think it is, though?
Yeah.
Do you think it's trying to make you feel a certain way?
Yes.
I don't know. Was Rubber trying to make you feel a certain way?
To a degree.
To what degree?
Yeah, don't trust tires that can roll on their own.
That's not how to make you feel something. No, it's not making you feel something.
Okay, tell me what was Rubber supposed to? What did Rubber make you feel?
What it made me feel?
Yeah, what did it make you feel?
It made me feel kind of sad. I was on a weird
sad.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. He was lonely.
What?
Yes.
So it just blows people's heads off because it's lonely?
Well, I mean, I was like, that's not a good way to go about it, but
You're not convincing me, Michael.
I'm saying
you're not getting me there.
Art is meant to be interpreted differently from different people.
No, I do agree on that. But I will say, when you're dealing with film, when you're dealing with screenplays, when you're dealing with something more than just a picture, something more than just, a lyric, a phrase,
okay,
it's clearly going to pull you in a certain direction. I'm not saying that it's going to get everybody at the same point or the same spot, but there is like a cone that it like leads everyone in.
So you don't think that hanging art does that?
Not really.
Well, that's the thing about, because the artist is always thinking, he might have an idea, right?
Yeah.
And he might kind of put that in his painting, right? But it is up for us to get to our own conclusion.
Sure.
And I think taking the time to do so is super important, and really noticing little details and seeing maybe those brush strokes in a different pattern and finding out, where is he leading us? Where is he leading my eye? Now, if I end up over here and he meant for me to end up over here, well, cool. But I don't think it's not about what he meant. As soon as art leaves leaves the artist's hand, it's up for us. It's ours. So
yeah.
I don't know.
But I understand what you're saying. And you're right to a degree.
Okay.
Again, a painting, Anyone can look at a painting and think whatever they want from that painting. But with a film, there's a director, there's a writer. They're all agreeing on a message. They're all agreeing on a direction. A painter is just going to, I'm going to paint a flower. And then people are like, oh, this flower. Oh, look at the way he did the strokes. Oh, I feel the depression. Like, what the fuck?
No, because a painter is going to do the same thing, kind of lead you down that way. But it's like, again, it's not for the painter afterward. So it's art is art is art is art. It's always the same. It's always the exact same if you do an artsy thing. In my opinion.
So, all right, fair enough. If that's what you think, that's what you think. All right.
Yeah.
I know that, hey, when I listen to music, because that is art,
music is art.
Clearly, the band, the songwriter, the lyricist, whoever, they've got a message. They want you to understand and feel that message and go in that direction. When I listen to car radio, I don't think, oh boy, what a beautiful day to be alive. I do not
like
think
watching
that.
The Avengers. That's a blockbuster.
Yeah, they're pulling you in direction of, hey, good guys versus bad guys, triumph, overcome the battle.
Easy. I can take that. But this is not the easy thing you have to watch it. You have to listen to it. You have to make your own interpretation.
There is a direction they pull you in.
How could it be better, John?
How could it be better?
How could it be better?
Not
How
exist.
would you...
Not
no, do it! God! Fucking A!
No, I'm joking. It can exist. How could it be better?
Excuse me.
I don't know. Because I don't even know where to begin with this film. Make me understand this guy more.
How would one do that?
Actually give him some sort of backstory.
Backstory?
Yeah.
But it's about the future.
Like Eternal Mind of the Spotless Mind.
Spotless Sunshine of the
Mind. Eternal Dove Trails. Jim Carrey stars in.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yeah, like that movie. It clearly set up the characters, and then it went into the shitstorm.
Yeah.
These guys, again, like that first thing, like, wow, you're too lazy to pick up a phone. Like, I already don't like this guy. Like there was some start there. There was some start. But then all of a sudden, his life just like fell apart like that. Like, okay, I don't really know this guy. Maybe he was just having a migraine or something, or I don't know. But there's not enough information there for me to really make a judgment on him. Therefore, I don't care about him.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that's a good... I agree. Maybe a little backstory about his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think it would take away from the overall kind of like mysterious nature of the movie. But yeah, I mean,
Like, okay, the things I got, at least from the start relationship before things really started to, like, go south. One, he's getting older, so he's feeling a couple different things, They keep talking about their stool. Their shit.
Yeah.
Poop.
Poops.
So there is that concern. He's getting older, He is a director of a play or he's writer or something, or like he's in charge of putting these plays together and like working with the actors and all that. And then the wife is, they have a kid together. They both look after the kid. The wife a little more than the husband, I would say. They're going to counseling, so things aren't great between them, but they're going to counseling. They're trying to make it work. Okay, neat. He has a big, like, it's the premiere of this play.
Right.
Premiere night.
And she doesn't go.
She's like, oh, my bad.
I'm getting high at the house.
Yeah, instead I'm going to be here and paint and, like, get high in the house. And all this stuff, which she's like, okay, and then they go to the second showing and all that. And then out of nowhere, she's like, I'm going to take the kid to Berlin. See ya.
Yep.
And then she never comes back. And then it just like spirals down from there.
It goes down quick,
dude. It just spirals.
Yeah. Yep.
But again, that's like not really enough information for me to like either feel bad for the guy.
Okay.
Like, is the reason why they're in counseling his fault or is it her fault? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You want to get in that deep.
Yeah.
Deep.
Why are they in counseling? Why did she take the kid? Is that his fault or is it her fault? I don't know. I mean, I get when you do when you brought up the fact that like, yeah, okay, he's selfish in himself, that like the world's passing him by. I get that and I see that. Mm-hmm. But then again, you have this awkward conversation of like, oh, well, did it really happen like that?
Mm-hmm.
Again, why should I give a shit now? Because now you end up with the question of, well, did it really happen? Did it really happen that way? Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me yes or no, and then we'll move on.
I don't...
Because if everything's up in the air, then nothing means anything.
But being able to put your own backstory into it makes it, for me, kind of hit home more.
Yeah.
Say if my life just went into complete, spiral. That's what I think about. And I'm like, oh, like I just put myself in that character. But that's just how I watch movies, kind of, So
fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, backstory wouldn't hurt. That's a good one. I guess I would probably make it a little... It's such a weird thing because I'm like, everything is, it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm like, I don't want to change anything because it's like, it's all meant to be there.
Yeah.
I might make the death scene a little less fucking jaded of Olive's death scene.
Yeah.
I might make it a little more pretty. Like an actual goodbye, maybe.
I would have either made it more pretty or just taken that out completely.
You don't,
you
don't think it was worth it?
No, it was not worth it. It was kind of, I will say though, from a design standpoint, or costuming, I guess, or design. I think it's more design. Anyways, I did think it was really cool that her tattoos became like wilted dead flowers.
That was a neat little thing.
By the time she was like dying and died.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. That was interesting. I guess that'd be the only thing I would change. Well, fuck. This has been a hot one, gents. I love. This is what when we first started this, I was I'm
curious.
Gonna find...
I'm curious how many people are going to listen to this and be like, "Wow, John just doesn't know true art,"
or Mike's a complete asshole.
So I can't wait for all those people being like, "Yeah, John doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an idiot who doesn't appreciate real art."
I don't know if they're going to do that or they're going to call me pretentious. Let's see what kind of audience we have.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I guess that brings me to my last point, John. Would you recommend this film?
Not really.
Depends on who, or if you knew a guy who's like twiddling his mustache and smoking a pipe in the corner, would you recommend it to him? Hey, buddy.
Right. He's the kind of guy who like what's the right word? He does like the wine tasting and he like smells it and he has to swish it around and all that. Man, yeah, and then he listens to it and then, he farts in it and smells that and, really understands the flavoring and yes. The design of this wine.
Nutty.
Yeah, I would recommend to that guy. Or gal. I don't know.
Right. We're not sexist here at Film Buster.
I wouldn't recommend it to any of my friends. I did tell my Discord group that I don't hate this film because I get it. It's art, whatever, go let it be and all that. Yeah. But if I was hanging out with friends and somebody was like, "Hey, you guys want to watch this film?" I'd either A, leave, or B, slap them.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually agree with you on that one. I wouldn't watch it with a group of people. That would be fucking torture.
Yeah. So this is a film I will never watch again. I'm telling you right now, I will never watch this film again.
All right. Well, I am having a movie night later on. I am playing this movie, you're invited. So.
Well, I'm not coming.
No, you can come. It's fine.
Well, I'll come for a different movie. And then when you play that one, I'll just like dip out. I'll go to Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
I'll go. No. I'll go to a sit down. It's a 2-hour movie, so I got time.
You got time.
So I'll go to like a
pizzeria
or like Chili's or something, and just really hang out. Maybe go to the bar, watch a game.
God damn it.
And then I'll come back 2 hours later. And then you'll be like, "All right, we waited for you." And then
here he goes.
No,
God damn it.
Anyways, I would not recommend this film. I'm not saying you should avoid it, but I'm not recommending it.
Okay. Let me see here. So I got a few notes here. I'd recommend it. Go watch it. If you like these kind of movies, I will say that. If you like looking into a movie like kind of way too deep, go watch it. It's fun. It's a good time to try to pull apart. If you like if you like Philip Seymour Hoffman like a lot, like I do too, it's always worth it because he's great.
Yeah. Oh, and I do want to point out, every actor in this film did a phenomenal job with their part. Mm-hmm. The acting was phenomenal. No hate whatsoever towards any of the actors.
Right.
They all nailed their parts.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. So, the story and themes of Synecdoche, New York polarized critics. While some called it pretentious and self-indulgent, others declared it as a masterpiece and later listed it among Roger Ebert listed it among the decade's best. So Roger Ebert.
Good for him.
Thank you, Raj.
Good for him.
And
is he still alive?
I don't think so, because last time he lost his jaw and everything to cancer or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was like not in good shape for a lot of years.
Okay.
He was still writing though. He was like in his hospital bed writing.
Damn.
Freaking amazing guy. But now it's like Roger Ebert, like the company, like the actual like review company.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think he was able to actually watch this movie, so that's kind of cool.
Okay. Did it win any awards or anything? Nominations?
Not really. It's got like little things here and there, like smaller awards and stuff like that. Because I actually have the budget and everything.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, what was the budget and gross for this film?
Yeah, I'm
really curious.
Well, it's the budget was $20 million, but not much. Honestly, it looked fucking great for $20 million.
Yeah, I do agree.
The scale of it,
I do agree.
I thought it was gonna be more than that. Honestly.
Yeah, I thought the set designs looked really good. Everything was. Yeah. It was really convincing. From looks.
Totally, I was pretty impressed. Box office got $4.5 million.
Really?
Yeah, this is like the lowest grossing movie we've done.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's honestly, that's funny.
Yeah, dude, it's
now okay. Now because of that, I'm expecting people to be like, "Yeah, these simpletons don't really know art."
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because it did air like when it was like a limited screening, and then it had like it played at festivals, and then they didn't really they didn't put it out in all the theaters either. Like,
oh well, okay, that's important to know.
Yeah, so it wasn't like.
They weren't trying to release it as like a feature, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It ended up making a lot more after the fact, but that's kind of what it got at the box office, which is bummer.
Yeah.
I did want to talk a little bit about
no sequels.
No sequels. That would have been weird. Did you like the music? Before I wrap it up here.
Yeah, I like the music.
It's a guy named John Brion, Brion.
I didn't hate the music whatsoever, you know.
He's kind of a cool guy. He actually was a producer who worked with Frank Ocean, Fiona Apple, Kanye West, Mac Miller.
Wow.
He's done all this stuff, and he's actually done other movies by Charlie Kaufman. Written by Charlie Kaufman, Punch Drunk Love, Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
He did music for Paranorman. Fun. That new show, Lady Bird.
Paranorman.
Yeah, so he's still doing work, and I think the music is great. That actually, there's one song that I was playing for you beforehand, and that was actually written for the movie. And It was this lovely, lovely little tune. Look up the soundtrack. Even if you're not a fan of the movie, look up the soundtrack. It's just very nice. Yeah. If you like kind of jazzy kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me show her. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think I got through all my notes. John, what would you rate it?
I am actually going to just not give it a rating.
You don't feel like
it's not worth my time.
It's
not worth my time to give it a rating.
It was so far over your head that you couldn't.
I was thinking of giving like a 5 out of 10, you know, because it's like middle.
That's kind of why.
But I don't even want to give it a rating. Just whatever. You watch it, whatever you think. I don't care.
I don't hate that decision, John, but I would give it. It's hard to rate this movie. It really is. I'd give it a 90. Myself.
Okay.
Okay. Because I fucking adore it.
Okay.
Where'd I put my fucking? Where are you, Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, I am curious because you like this movie so much.
Yo.
What was your least favorite scene?
Oh, you want to do the least favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, the least favorite was when she was dying.
Who?
Olive.
Oh, okay.
I wanted that to be a little more something. That's when I expected something from the movie, and I was like,
yeah,
damn it, I wanted that to be some kind of redemption, or not even redemption, but maybe just an apology.
I don't know. It's just nothing made sense in that scene.
It was so
nothing
jaded.
made sense.
It was the scene. I think Charlie Kaufman wanted to make that scene like the kick him when he's down scene, like the big here's how everything life is terrible. Here's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It made me hate it made me hate Olive even more though.
Oh, same.
So it's like I don't get it.
Same, yeah.
I don't get it.
I wanted to see some kind of something there. I don't know. But yeah. So Rotten Tomatoes holds it as I wrote this down, holds it at a nice 69%. Audience score of 71. Nice. So they're really close.
They're pretty close. More positive than I thought. But then again, I could see a film like this easily being a cult classic.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its niche audience.
Definitely.
And a lot of critics, again, Roger Ebert said it was decade's best.
Yeah.
And for Roger Ebert to say something is decade's best with a rating at 69, you can tell that it's pretty niche.
Yeah.
It's an interesting movie.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously, yeah, this ain't no superhero film where it's pretty cut and dry, straightforward, but yeah.
I think we're probably going to go through other Charlie Kaufman movies.
To each their own. Yeah, like I said, I've seen Eternal Sunshine, Spotless Mind.
Have you seen Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler?
No.
It's in the middle. It's a lot easier to watch than this, but it's not as easy to watch as Eternal Sunshine.
Fair enough.
So it's right in the middle.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, we could look into it later.
That actually has
future Filmabuster episode.
Film that has Philip Seymour Hoffman in it too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and Adam Sandler together. It's
I mean, like I said, Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's a great actor.
Man,
very good actor.
Top notch.
So shame.
Yeah, well, here's to Philip Seymour Hoffman. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me, John. And have a thanks for.
Let us know what you think. Am I too stupid to understand art? Is Mike too pretentious for art? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this film? Would you give it a rating? Is this too artsy fartsy for a rating?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
I don't know. You let me know, please. Mansplain it to me. Something.
You want to
help me?
What was it? Oh man, I heard this joke the other day. Where'd I hear this joke? Anyway,
I don't know.
I think someone at work told me, but it was where does a mansplainer get his water from?
Where?
A well, actually.
That's stupid.
That's pretty dumb.
That is a dad joke. That is a dad joke.
Anyway, well, enjoy your blessed day, and we'll see you next week with a brand new one. John's going to pick next week, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye, everybody.
All right, see you later.
Hey guys, this is Mike from Filmabuster. We got a new podcast up every week, so give us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel while you're at it.